1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the Rob Newman Podcast.
Hello, welcome to another episode of the Rob Newman Podcast. My name is Rob Newman. Today, I thought I would give you 6 quick and dirty tips for cleaning an out-of-control inbox. Yep, I am an email freak. I receive about 600 emails a day, but it is still my preferred method of communication, and anybody listening to this will know I always ask those who want to contact me to email me at robert.newman at uk-ccm.com. That's robert.newman at uk-ccm.com, because it is still my preferred method of organizing and communicating with people. Now, I have spent hours and hours studying the different ways and methodologies of resolving the email issue, and I have a number of approaches which I share with people on these videos. But if you're at the stage where your inbox is absolutely rammed full of emails, here's 6 quick and dirty tips for you. Number 1, disregard filing completely. Now, when I first started getting volumes of email, I would set myself up with dozens and dozens of folders. These would sit on the left-hand side, and I would spend many hours moving emails I'd received into one of the many dozens of folders. Today, I don't have that. I have three folders, which are follow up, waiting for others, and archive. I have then these listed by years. So we're currently on 2020. And for each of the years, I then archive that year completely when the year is up. Why spend hours and hours trying to file the emails into individual folders when Outlook or most decent email systems, including Gmail, have a fantastic search option for you? And another quick and dirty tip within a tip is your iPhone is probably even better at finding them than Outlook is. So that leads us neatly into number 2. Don't file but archive. When you want to have something that you have received dealt with quickly, in other words, it's for information and you're not going to do anything with it, just stick it straight into archive. Don't leave it in that inbox. Festering in the inbox gives you that feeling of being out of control. Develop those search skills has got to be number 3. Developing search skills is ways of approaching getting the searches right. So, for example, if you didn't know this already, which I'm sure many of you do, putting something in speech marks means it will search for only that. Putting a speech marks word with an ampersand followed by another speech marks word means that the search is going to look specifically for those 2 words. This can be particularly useful. However, the greatest and simplest default search methodology is to simply put in the email address of the person to whom you had the correspondence. If you put theirs in, anything and everything they have ever sent you will be listed. You can then sort and filter that within whatever approach you want to do, the most obvious being chronological. Number 4, which I am still guilty of, but which I would urge people not to do. Stop using email as a to-do list. Email for task management stinks. Use email as a method of communication. Write down the task in a day planner. And I have a doozy of a video coming up at some point when I eventually get round to it as to how to structure, organize, and have a perfect mini day planner without a complicated, ridiculous system. Once you have read the email, either move it to follow up, which is something for you to do at a later point, note it on your to-do list, or waiting for other people and note it onto your to-do list, or move it into archive. At the stage of moving into archive, these are things that you should not be day-to-day referring to. This should be listed within your to-do list. Number 5 is unsubscribe from as many email lists as possible. Now, clearly, you're not going to unsubscribe from the CCM email list. This clearly is one of the most important email lists in your life, as I'm sure you are very aware. However, if it is something that you signed up to in 2010 and was about obscure American muscle cars. And you're no longer into obscure American muscle cars. Why the heck are you still receiving these emails? Unsubscribe, get out of it, stop receiving rubbish. It is also, on a side issue, one of the quickest ways of getting a grip on personal finances, because I am signed up to 1 million email lists which send me things saying buy now. And lo and behold, I buy now and then get immediate regret as to why I'm buying more rubbish. Yes, I am a sucker for salespeople. I openly admit that. So if you are receiving lots of spam email, not even spam, lots of stuff that you were once interested in from companies that you still buy from, and you want to cut down and reduce your expenditure, particularly in lean times, also unsubscribe from them. And number 6 of my quick and dirty email organizing tips: do a little tidying up. Once you've moved stuff, once you've created things, and once you have unsubscribed, be prepared to fully archive and store out of your email system. Yes, deleting things can be worrying if you are using them. However, look to use things like Dropbox and pCloud, which has lots of special offers on if you've never come across it. pCloud can give you up to 2 terabytes of storage space, and if you time it right, that will only cost you a one-off fee of £99. And no, I'm not being sponsored by them. It is just something that I specifically use. You can store massive volumes of email in there, getting it out of your specific email system and have it there for future reference if you need it, by being able to re-import it and research it. Searching and sorting being your friends. So that's 6 quick and dirty email tips. If you've got any more to add to those, please put them in the comments below. Thank you very much. That's the Rob Newman podcast for this time.
Thank you for listening. Please remember that all of the views and opinions expressed by Rob are personal opinions and not professional advice.